Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Warhawks will kick it away to start us off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bobcats offense going to get the chance to start this game off. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So Louisiana Monroe's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Warhawks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
7, Texas State, 0.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
second down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, ULM. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in an empty set. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Here we go. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Warhawks. Once he got some room, it was over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target over the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Kamara. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Snowed under by the defense. The Warhawks moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the run, it's Nix. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
ULM 35, Texas State 0.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Looking for space. It's Nix. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it past the 45. Got the first down himself. Touchdown, ULM. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He might want another play. He'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. He's got it down the left. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They got it away from the shadow of their own goalpost. Now out past the 20 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense. Play.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, ULM Monroe. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
63, Texas State, 0.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation.
He's going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, ULM! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Warhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Try to get it to the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Morton. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. The Warhawks can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Slithers into space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Handoff from the gun. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, ULM. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll get rid of it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 40. Past the 20.
yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field.
Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Let's go. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, ULM.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. To the air on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on Hand off from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. With that last win, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Breaks the tackle. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backward.
He's going to fire deep. Finds a spot in the middle. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And the try is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
To the ground with the back. Inside the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got...
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Warhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Meant nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.